About that time once again, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for another episode of the Foolish Show podcast. Coming to you live on this Thursday night edition. Usually we do Wednesday nights, but we made up for it tonight. But I hope y'all ready, man, for another good, positive, real podcast. You know what we do, talk about real life stuff, real life situations, because life is real. Life ain't no joke. You only live once. We don't live twice. So enjoy the ride while you're here. We're going to get this party started in a minute. Let me set everything up. Remember, y'all, the live chat is always open. If you see me live, you can always leave your comments in the live chat. Check in, speak your mind. This is where everybody come and vibe, and we talk that talk. But I got to get everything in order right quick, and we're going to get this party started. We live streaming right now on Facebook, Kick, and YouTube. So if y'all watching on one of those platforms, I appreciate you. Tonight we're going to talk about the truth. Can you handle the truth? Crystal, I see you. Is the edit boy makes says hello. Fallen says, what's up? What's up, y'all? What's up, everybody? You got a like and a sub. I appreciate you. Y'all come on in here, man. Nothing but good vibes on the Foolish Show podcast. Tonight's topic, we talking about the truth. Can you handle the truth? And are you afraid to tell people the truth? So we're going to really get into it tonight. Y'all know it's nothing but good vibes. Make sure we live streaming everywhere. And we're going to get this party started. Shout out to everybody in the live chat, man. Y'all get in and represent. We're going to have another great show tonight. Because you know I'm going to get in the kitchen and I'm going to cook. But we're going to talk about it. Can you take the truth? If somebody really told you the truth, can you really handle it? If the truth was right in your face, would you accept it? A lot of times we want the truth, but we can't take the truth. If somebody really told you how they feel, would you accept that? Or would you be not able to look at that person the same? So we want the truth. Can you handle it? It's not always easy hearing the truth. Because like they say, sometimes the truth hurts. The truth will hit you right in your heart. And some people just can't take it. So can you handle the truth? Or are you afraid to tell people the truth? A lot of times we don't want to hurt nobody. And we don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. So it's hard for you to really tell people the truth. But if you really care about them and love them, then you should tell them the truth. You should be able to keep it real with them without them really getting mad at you or holding it against you. Somebody that care about you, they're going to tell you the truth. Somebody that don't give a doggone about you, they're going to always lie to you. They ain't going to never tell you the truth. Sometimes the truth ain't always what we want to hear. A lot of times we want to hear what we want to hear. And the truth don't always pick no side. So would you be able to stand the truth? If somebody came and tell you the truth, that something was going on with your kids. If they say your kid did this, would you be in denial? Say, my baby ain't do that. Would you be able to take certain things being said to you? Can you be able to handle the truth? They say the truth will set you free, but how many of us can take the truth? Somebody really told you how they feel. Would you hold it against them? Or would you appreciate it? When you have people that's close to you and they tell you the truth, then they really got love for you. But if they lying to you, they're hurting you and they're not helping you. So we can't want the truth, but then be afraid of the truth at the same time. Some things we just got to hear. Sometimes we got to hear the truth to wake us up. That's why they say the truth shall set you free. A lot of times we don't want to hear it. We don't want to face the truth. We'll spend a lot of time running away from the truth. But the truth is going to always hit you right in the heart. The truth is going to hit you deep. Because inside, you know the truth. Would you be able to tell somebody the truth if you really care about it? Would you tell them the truth? If you wasn't really in love with a person, can you look them in the eyes and say, listen, you cool and all, but I really don't love you? Would you be able to do those things? Or would you be afraid? Some people don't care what they say or what comes out of their mouth. Some people are outspoken. So for some people, it's easy for them to tell the truth. Other people, it's not. So can you handle the truth if it was put in your face? It might be something that you don't want to hear. It might be something that you don't want to face. Could you be able to look the truth in the eyes and accept it for what it is? You don't want to live all your life living a lie. It's better to let the truth set you free. You can't hide from the truth. It'll find you. You know the things that's going on in your life. Sometimes we have to hear from other people. If other people tell it to you, let me tell you what the old folks used to tell me. Everybody ain't going to tell the same lie. If everybody's saying the same things and telling you the same thing, there's some truth in there. The whole thing might not be true, but there's some truth in there. It might not be 100% true. It might be 60 or 70% true, but the truth's somewhere in there. Because why does everybody continue to tell the same lies and tell you the same thing? It's something that they're seeing that maybe you don't see. The question is, can we handle the truth? If somebody told you their real feelings, if people told you what they didn't like about you, would you explode? Would you attack them? Would you hate them for telling you the truth? You got to respect somebody that will look in your eyes and tell you the truth. Because that's hard to do. Everybody just can't stand there and tell everybody the truth. There's a lot of lying going on. And we all do it. One way or another. Whether it's a small lie or a big lie, it's a lie. You don't change the truth around. But would you be able to handle the truth if it came to your front door? Would you be able to take it? If somebody really told you the truth about how they feel or what they think of you, would you let it hurt you so deep that you hate that person? Or would you be able to swallow it? Sometimes we need to hear the truth so we can learn. Sometimes we don't know. Some people don't know what they do or what they say or how they act. Maybe it takes other people to put it in your face, to make you realize certain things. Can't be afraid of the truth. The truth is what it's all about, folks. Anybody can lie. What they used to always say, a lie don't care who tell it. Anybody can lie. But it's hard to tell the truth. Especially when it's somebody you really care about. Because most of the times we don't want to hurt that person. You don't want to make that person look at you different. You don't want that person to get in their feelings because you told them the hardcore truth. So it's hard to just tell people the truth all the time, especially in different situations. A lot of times we tell people what they want to hear. When you're meeting somebody, remember you used to call it spitting game. You're telling people what they want to hear. But that don't mean you're being 100% truthful. But see, after a while, when you tell so many lies, you get wrapped up to them till it becomes like a spider web. Then we get caught up. You start getting caught up in our lies. Then the truth start coming out. And once the truth start coming out, the cat is out the bag. Everybody has some dirty laundry. It's just a question of how dirty is it. Everybody got some dirty laundry. Everybody got some kind of skeleton in their closet. Nobody's perfect. But at the end of the day, we're not here to judge nobody. It's all about growing and learning and maturing. That's what it's all about. You can't be the same way you was when you were 17, when you're 25. You can't be the same way when you're 35, when you were 20. You can't be the same way when you're 45, when you was 18. The older you get, we're supposed to learn. And the only way you're going to learn is from the truth. You can't learn from lies. It ain't going to get you nowhere. The truth would always set us free. Lies will dig you deeper and deeper in a hole. But when you tell one lie, you got to tell another one. And then you back that up with another one. So you told so many lies that you can't untell the lies. You tell so many lies till you start believing that the lie is true. You don't say it so much that you believe in your head that it's true. You know there's some people out there like that. They tell so many lies, they don't even know when they're lying no more. Y'all know what I'm talking about. People just lie just to be lying. It ain't gonna be that major to lie about, but they lie about it. People lie about their lifestyle. People lie about a lot of things. Their identity. Part of life. But what about the truth? Can we accept? Can we handle the truth? Whether it's going to hurt you or not. Would you be able to accept somebody telling you the truth? And it's hard to hear, especially when it comes from a stranger. You'll feel like they don't know me. They don't know what they're talking about. Y'all know what I'm saying. Nobody wants to take criticism because we all be ready to defend ourselves. Nobody wants to just stand there and get crucified. We want to throw blows and fight back. But you can't be afraid of the truth. Whether it's good or bad. You have to take the truth and swallow it. Digest it. Let it sink in. Learn from the truth. Anybody can tell you a lie. But if somebody's telling you the truth, then they might care about you. If your mom and your daddy them trying to tell you something, but you don't want to listen, then one day something gonna happen. And you're gonna be like, Mama them said that. So that means they told you what? The truth. When you love somebody, you'll tell them the truth. If you really don't care about them, they're gonna tell you a lie. They're gonna tell you what you want to hear. You have people around you that you think you're friends, but they're just telling you a lie. Erica says, yeah, they do. Y'all think about what I'm telling you tonight. If you got somebody in your corner that's going to tell you the truth, appreciate that. If you got somebody that you can tell your deepest secrets with, and they'll give you their real honest opinion, and they ain't going to judge you or tell your business, you got to appreciate that. Appreciate the fact that they're willing to tell you the truth because they care about you and they got love for you. A lot of times, people try to tell us something, but we don't want to listen. And it takes for us to crash out or hit our head for us to say, okay, I get it now. Oh, that's what they was talking about. Sometimes it takes things to happen to your life to make you wake up, which we call a wake-up call. Something happened in your life, it's going to make you have a wake-up call. You're going to wake up to reality. It's going to hit you right in the face. The truth you can't run from. It's going to follow you. Because in your heart, you know what's true and you know what's not. You know the truth. How can you hide from it? It's in your soul. So the topic tonight is, can you handle the truth? Can we handle the truth when somebody tells us how they feel without really getting mad and getting in our feelings? That's hard. Somebody tell you, say something you don't like, we ready to lash out. We want to fight back. Sometimes it's better for us to listen. What we got to understand is nobody knows everything. We ain't got all the answers. Sometimes we got to listen to other people. Maybe they have some answers that we don't have. Maybe they have some advice that you can use for the rest of your life. Maybe they're going to teach you things that you ain't never learned. If you just listen and be able to accept the truth and not run from it, not hide from it. Let the truth make you a better person. If you live your life built on lies, your whole empire will crumble. Because sooner or later, the truth is going to bust out. It's going to explode right through. And the truth will always hit us right in the face. So we can't be afraid of the truth. We got to accept the truth. Whether you want to hear it or you don't. If it's true, accept it. But can you handle it? Or will you let that break you? Will you let the truth tear you apart? Will you let the truth make you want to give up? How would you accept the truth when it comes to you? Are you able to tell people the truth? Or is it hard for you? Because it's hard for me to tell people the truth all the time, because a lot of times you don't want to hurt people. You don't want to intentionally hurt nobody's feelings, their pride, nothing. Because you always want people to be happy, enjoying their life and enjoying their days. Sometimes we got to keep it real and tell the truth. It ain't sometimes. All the time we supposed to tell the truth. Because the Bible tell you, thou shalt not lie. So we don't supposed to lie at all. So all the time we supposed to tell the truth. Uncle Joe says, what's done in the dark will be brought to the light. Johnny Cash. You better believe it. That's why I tell you, it's only so long you can hide behind your lies before the truth tear everything down. Sooner or later, the truth will come out. How you going to be able to take it? What effect that's going to have on your life? What kind of person are you? What do you stand for? What do you stand on? What are you made of? Everybody ain't built on the right stuff, folks. Everybody claim real, but real it's every day. It's not an act. It's not a front. It just comes natural to you. Anybody can claim anything, but how you live will show it. You can say I'm real, but are your actions real? Do you move like a real person? Do you think like a real person? Anybody can say anything out of their mouth. Your lifestyle and your actions will speak volumes. If you just tune in tonight, we live streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Kick. This is the Foolish Show podcast. We give it to you real, man. We don't come on here and we don't just gossip. I ain't on here talking about celebrities. We're going to talk about everyday life. Stuff that we dealing with while we living. Would you run and hide every time somebody puts the truth in your face? Think about it. You cannot be afraid of the truth. The truth is what we built on. The truth is what God and Jesus stood for. He didn't go around towns and cities telling lies. He was telling the truth. And look what they did. They crucified him. That shows you how human beings can't take the truth. Everybody don't want to hear it. Everybody don't want to face the truth. They'll cover their ears. I don't want to hear that. I don't care about that. So anytime when I talk about God, people gonna run away. I understand that. Ain't a lot of people gonna sit and watch. That runs them away. Because they're afraid of the truth. They don't want to hear the truth. They rather listen to the devil and keep living the life that they living. Which is going to end up in a lake of fire. At the end of the day, we're not going to live forever. And we all going to judgment day. Question is, where are we going? We either going to heaven or we going to hell. Can't be afraid of the truth. Because truth is what we're supposed to stand on. The truth is what you're supposed to believe in. We cannot be afraid of the truth. Can't be afraid to tell people the truth. If you care about them, don't lie to them. If that's your best friend, tell him the truth. If that's your man, tell him the truth. If that's your woman, we got to tell them the truth. Because when you're lying, it's like you don't care about it. How can somebody care about you if they keep feeding you lies? They don't love you enough to tell you the truth. We all do it in different situations. But if you really care about somebody, you're going to tell them the truth. You ain't going to lie to them. You're going to shoot it straight. Whether they want to hear it or not. You feel like you owe it to that person to tell them the truth. You got to stand on the truth, folks. You got to believe in the truth. Never be afraid to tell somebody the truth. Because at the end of the day, you'll get a lot of stuff off your chest. A lot of people keep a lot of stress and a lot of stuff built up because they're afraid to speak the truth. Everything we say ain't going to be the truth. A lot of things is just our opinion. But the truth is the truth. That means there ain't no lie in it. But how many of us can take that? How many of y'all can take the truth? A lot of times we don't want to hear that. We want to hear what we want to hear. We want to hear the things that's going to make us happy. We don't want to hear nothing that we feel like somebody's criticizing or being negative. But you got to be able to take the good with the bad. Just as much people talk good about you, it's some people that are going to talk bad about you. That comes with life. So you got to take the good and the bad. It ain't just going to always be good times. It's going to be bad times too. It's not going to always be sunshine. Sometimes it's going to rain. So you got to take the good with the bad. That's why they tell you the truth will set you free. Because there ain't nothing like knowing the truth. You don't have to wonder. So if somebody's telling you the truth and shooting it straight with you, you got to respect that. Because most people ain't going to tell you the truth. Lying is so easy. What the old folks say, a lie don't care who tell it. Anybody can tell you a lie. Anybody can spit anything out their mouth. As the youngins say, cap it. That's cap. We'll take somebody that really care about you, that's going to look in your eyes and tell you the truth. And say, hey, I love you. And I'm only telling you this because I love you. And give it to them straight. Sometimes people need a reality check. Sometimes people need to hear certain things. When you see your kids doing wrong, don't be afraid to correct them and tell them the truth. Don't say, that's okay, baby. That's all right. When you know that's wrong. You're directing them and guiding them the wrong way. Tell them kids the truth. Don't let them grow up in lies. Teach them to tell the truth. Tell the truth will get you farther in life than just being a liar and a manipulator. It's better for all of us to be honest. Honesty goes a long way. Honesty gains trust. When you're honest with somebody, you're gaining their trust. You make them comfortable with you. They feel like they can open up to you. So honesty builds trust. When you keep it 100 with somebody, you building their trust. Because they got to respect the fact that you keeping it real with them. You ain't just telling them no bull jive. You ain't just blowing no smoke. You saying things that's going to help them. Because they're going to learn from what you saying. They're not going to take it to the heart and hold it against you. They're going to learn from it. And they're going to tell you, thank you. I needed that. Sometimes we need to hear the truth. You need somebody to tell you what you need to hear. Not what you want to hear all the time. What you need to hear. Sometimes it takes that older person to tell you to get your life together. Sometimes it takes mom and them to tell you to get your life in order. Sometimes it takes the pastor them to say, get right with God. These are the things that we got to hear. And digest it. Don't just let it go out, go in one ear and go out the other. Some things we need to hear, folks. You need to hear the truth. You can't run away from it. It'll always come out. What's in the dark will always come to the light. Uncle Joe says, keep an open mind. Don't immediately shoot down an idea. That's a great point. We just have to learn to respect everybody's opinion. Opinion is not the truth all the time. It's somebody's opinion. But when it's the truth, don't get mad at it. How you gonna get mad at the truth? It is what it is. Somebody tell you something that's 100% true. Why are you fighting that? How can you throw blows? How you gonna try to throw blows with the truth? You're gonna always lose. Because the truth will always come on top. The truth will always win. Never be afraid of the truth. Accept it. Let the truth make you a better person. Do y'all get this? Y'all understand what I'm telling you? So this is on the podcast that give it to you real. I feed you that soul food. Touch your mind, body, and soul. Make you open up your brain. Think about life. This is a roller coaster. You're going to have ups and downs. Your life going to be up, then you're going to have downs. And then all of a sudden, the roller coaster stops, which means your life will end. All of a sudden. We don't know. We ain't got the time, the date, the place. We don't know when is our last day on this earth. But you can't be afraid of the truth. The truth is what you're supposed to stand on. Truth is something you got to believe in. A lot of things in this world now is built on lies and not the truth. Technology, social media, the internet, everything will manipulate your mind and pull you away from the truth. Uncle Joe says, I keep hearing my truth and your truth. There's only one truth, and that is the truth. Absolutely. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody has something to say. It's on how you take it. How you let those words affect you. How do you let someone else's words affect your life? You are in control of your emotions. So somebody telling you the truth, it's up to you to accept it or not. A lot of us, we'll turn into denial and we'll deny the truth. Some people will deny the truth all the way to their grave. It's better to face the truth. You can't fight the truth. How you gonna go to war with the truth? How you gonna win that battle? The truth gonna always win. The truth gonna always come out. But are you afraid to tell people the truth? Are you telling your loved ones the truth? Are you telling your kids the truth? Or do we wake up every day and continue to spread lies? Are you telling your woman the truth? Are you telling your man the truth? Are you telling your coworkers the truth? Are you telling your best friends the truth? Or are we just spreading lies? Are you able to tell somebody that you care about the truth and how things really are? If they ask you a serious question, would you give it to them raw? Would you speak what needs to be said? Or would you be afraid? Because it's hard to just give somebody the truth. Because you don't want this person to hate you. You don't want this person to go against you. You don't want to lose this person's friendship. But a lot of times, people don't know what they be doing. Sometimes they got to hear it. Sometimes it's best to hear it from others. So if you care about that person, give them the truth. If they don't want to accept it, then so be it. But at the end of the day, you got to stand on the truth. You can't control how that other person going to react. But you owe it to yourself and you owe it to them to tell them the truth. If you're not telling somebody the truth, then how are you helping them? Telling somebody lies is not helping them. That's not doing a good thing. You're not doing a good deed by feeding other people lies. But you're doing a good thing when you tell them the truth. Because then they know, okay, maybe I need to work on this. Or maybe they right about this. You know what? Maybe I need to be home more. You know what? Maybe I need to spend time with my kids more. Maybe certain things we just need to hear, and we need to hear from other people. Sometimes we get so caught up in our life and we just only think about us that we don't take the time to look at the whole picture. Sometimes it takes somebody telling us the truth. Can't be afraid of the truth. Truth will always set you free. Never be afraid to tell somebody the truth. If you lying to them, you're not helping them. You're making things worse. Because now we keeping lies in rotation. And it's going to keep getting passed on and passed on to the next person and to the next. Don't be afraid to tell somebody the truth. And you got to be able to accept the truth yourself. When certain things come to you, you got to be able to accept it. Sometimes you don't want to hear it. Sometimes it's hard to hear the truth. Because the truth hurts. Especially if something you really don't want to hear is going to hurt you. But you'll get past it. Time goes by. Time heals everything. Time will go by and you will be all right. Don't be afraid of the truth. You got to be able to accept it. whenever it comes along. Don't live your life just based on lies. A lot of people just base their life on lies. They try to put on the image of persona, but they're not living their own truth. Are you living your truth? Or are you just putting on for the world? Are you just putting on for social media? Or are you living your real truth? Or are you trying to be what people want you to be? Do you say the things that you know people want you to say? Or are you living your own truth? I hope y'all listening. Because we all need the truth in our life. Fill your life with things that are true. Digest everything that is true. You got to know the truth from lies, from real and not real, from fake and phony. Think about it. A lot of people you will meet in your life that's going to tell you lies. Just to be your friend or just to have a conversation with you. They might be lying about their life or you might be lying about yours. But a lot of people you come across in life is going to feed you bull crap. They're not going to tell you the truth all the time. They'll tell you what you want to hear when you want to hear it. Especially if they want to continue to be around you. It's hard to really just tell people the truth. Just come out with the truth. A lot of people don't take that good because they hit you in the heart. The truth hurts. A lot of people can't digest that. They want to continue to live in their own world. They want to continue to live in a box and not in reality. Live your life and live the truth. Make sure you teach your kids about being truthful, being honest, being genuine. They will get you further in life than being a liar, a manipulator. Being truthful will take you a long way. You gain a lot of people trust and respect by telling the truth. But we all tell some kind of lie. Nobody's perfect. But each day, all we can do is try to get better. So tomorrow, let's try to tell more of the truth. We can't control what had happened in the past. You can't control last year. You can't control yesterday. We can't control last week. What's done is done. But you can control right now. You can tell somebody the truth right now. It's better to tell people the truth if you care about it. Most of the time, the people we lie to, we don't care nothing about. You don't care what you're telling them because you don't care about them like that. The people we love deserve the truth. But then God tell us we're supposed to love everybody. So I guess everybody deserves the truth. The world is based on a lot of lies. This is why the world is in chaos. Everybody don't forget about the truth and what Jesus stood for. We don't lost the message. We don't got lost in the sauce. We got caught up on earth. But we keep forgetting, no matter what, sooner or later, the light will come through and the truth will come out. Ain't no hiding from the truth. The truth will hunt you down. And your truth can be your worst nightmare. Because when the truth hits you, sometimes it hits you so hard, you don't know how it hits you. Give you a wake-up call. Make you think different. Make you act different. Make you look at life in a whole new way. Once the truth really hits you. Don't be afraid to live your truth. Live your life to the fullest. But don't live it for other people. Other people ain't got your soul. When your judgment day comes, they're not going to be with you. When it's time for you to meet God, ain't nobody going to be there to represent us. So you got to live your own truth. You got to stand for your own truth. Mama them can't save us. Daddy them, your pastor, your friends. Can't nobody save you. But when it's time to face the truth. Where you going to run to? Who you going to run to? Only place you can turn is God. And he is the truth. So where can you run? Where can you hide? God is the truth, and the truth is going to always find you. Because there's no place that we can go in this world that we can hide from God. It ain't no city, it ain't no state, it ain't no country. I hope y'all listening good. There's nowhere we can go and we can hide from God. God is the truth. That's why we can't hide from the truth. We have to accept the truth. Allow the truth to make you a great person. You learn right from wrong. You learn your do's and your don'ts. The older you get, the more you should be standing on the truth. As the old folks used to say, you too old to be lying. But we all do it. But if people that's around us that we care about, we got to make sure we tell them the truth. If we lying to them, then how are we helping them? How do you really care about them if you lying to them? How is that helping their life? You making it more complicated. Because now they don't know what to believe. Everybody telling lies. Some people saying this. Some people saying that. But ain't nobody telling them the truth. You tell me how they going to help anybody. Y'all just tuning in, man. We live streaming on Kick, Facebook, and YouTube. This is the Foolish Show podcast. Live streaming right now. Giving it to you real. Make sure y'all check us out every Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday nights. 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Live. Go to YouTube. Subscribe to my channel. If you ain't already, go to Reality Music Entertainment and subscribe to the channel. Support the movement. If y'all like this real content, just subscribe and keep watching. Don't be afraid to leave your comments. This is what you call real. Reality. Everybody be saying reality TV. That reality TV on TV is fake. It's script. They telling people when to fight, when to cuss, when to pull each other hair, when to throw drinks. It's all staged. That ain't reality. What we're doing right here is real. Because we talk about real life. That's reality. That's a real reality show. Somebody that's going to give you the truth. Not all that fake stuff. Not all them lies. Reality is based on the truth because it's real. You take the reality off and you got real. So the truth should always be based on what's real. Not nothing false, fake, made up. So you want your life to be real. You don't want to live and put on this image, but you're really not. Then the truth comes out and you get exposed. That's how people get exposed, because they don't live their truth. They put on the front and try to be something that they ain't, instead of just being they self and living their own truth. Don't worry about what your neighbor doing. Don't worry about your friends and family in the life that they living. You have to live your life. Their truth is their truth. Your truth is your truth. You can't worry about everybody else's life when you got your life to live. You can't keep up with everybody else. Stay in your lane. Don't start swerving. Stay in your lane. That's how accidents happen, because people can't stay in their lane. That's when things go left, when people don't stay in their lane. Be you. Love yourself. Always have confidence in yourself. Always believe in yourself. That's how you live your own truth. That's why nobody can't tell you you're fake. They can't say you're phony. Live your truth and don't worry about what nobody got to say. Everybody's going to have an opinion, but that means you have to listen. You listen to what you want to listen to. You don't have to listen to stuff if you don't want to. Don't let everybody's opinion get to you. But if some things, if they telling you that it's true and you can use it, then take those truthful things. You can apply that. The other stuff, you can let it bounce off you. It don't matter if they call you names. You are what you answer to. If you know they ain't what you is, why you worrying about it? Let them say you broke. Let them say you broke and ain't got no money. Long as you know you eating, long as you know you can go to the bank when you want to, long as you know that you can go to the store when you want to, what does it matter what somebody got to say? Everybody gonna have an opinion about your life, what you should do, and what you shouldn't do. But it's up to you to live your truth. You ain't got to live for them. Live for yourself. Believe in yourself. Everything you do, you should be doing it for yourself, not for nobody else. Always put God first and ask him to lead you, because he'll never lead you in the wrong place. Sometimes we run away from the truth because the truth hurts. We don't want to accept it. We don't want to take it. We don't want to hear it. Y'all hit that thumbs up button, man. Y'all know how we do. This ain't nothing new. Hopefully when y'all tune in, man, it's a lot of things y'all can take in and just think about your life and see how the different things that we discuss, how that applies to your life. How does it affect you? We all deal with the truth and the lie every day. Somebody told you a lie today. Somebody might just lie to you a second. But what about the truth? If they did tell you the truth, would you be able to accept it? Would you take it with a smile? Or would you let those words make you hate that person? Make you not want to see him or talk to him ever again? How much can you take of the truth? Is the truth too much for you? The truth is something that we always should want to hear. Why would you want to hear lies? Lies is based on false, made up stuff. Why would you want to hear made up stories when you can hear the truth? Why would you want somebody to make up something and tell you when they can tell you the truth? Don't be afraid to tell somebody else the truth. If you care about them, you gotta shoot it. You gotta shoot it to them straight. You gotta tell them, hey, you might not want to hear this, but I gotta tell you because I care about you. This is something you need to hear, and give it to them straight. I guarantee you, they might gain a lot of respect for you. I guarantee you they'll gain a lot of more love and trust with you. Because you care about them enough to tell them the truth. You weren't just another person that didn't care and just came and lied to them. The truth can go a long way. I'd rather hear the truth. Tell me the truth. I know I might not like it. I know I might not don't want to hear it, but give it to me. That's the only way I'm going to know all my flaws. I might not think nothing wrong. Maybe I need to hear from other people. Maybe take other people to look at me in my eye and tell me the truth. And it's up to me to accept it. Or still be naive and turn a blind eye to what's right in my face. So it's up to you to accept the truth. It's up to you to let the truth set you free. But you're not doing anybody no justice if you ain't telling them the truth. You keep spreading lies, it's like spreading poison. And sooner or later, all that gonna get exposed because the truth will always come out. The truth will always show itself. How can you hide from the truth? Are y'all listening to what I'm telling you? So I want y'all to always go back, rewatch all these podcasts. You can find all my podcasts on YouTube. The channel is Reality Music Entertainment. Make sure y'all order the official merchandise. Let me let y'all see. This is how the official t-shirt look. The Foolish Show t-shirt. Go ahead and grab you one. Got the Reality Music hat on. I'll go ahead and order that. Go to teespring.com/reality creator. spring.com/reality creator. Grab your official Foolish Show podcast t-shirt. We got hoodies. Whatever you need, we got it. Snapbacks, fitted caps, beanies. Ladies and men apparel. So y'all make sure y'all support the movement. I appreciate y'all, man. See y'all Friday night. One love, everybody.